Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you and today. So you might have seen my video from yesterday of the Lucky Friends update and that it was rolling out. It is finally here, including avatar poses as well are out. So we're going to try and get both of these things. So I have unfortunately seen the price of these as well on the social medias for the avatar poses. $5. Possibly a little bit steep. I didn't even realize they were gonna cost something to have these. But what do we got for our options here? Hands on hit. No, not a fan of that one. Where's my peach? There's no butt cheeks. Our characters don't have butt cheeks whatsoever. That's a bit of a shame. The over the shoulder pose. Rip. Totally would have gone with that one. Maybe I will. I don't know. It's still kind of like my jam. And then regular. I like this one. I like this front on pose. It's pretty cool. And 50-50 on that one. No thanks. I'm liking the over shoulder. I'm going to think about it today and I'll commit to one just to try it out and see what it looks like. We'll see. And secondly, I wanted to see if anyone had become lucky friends with me while I was asleep. These news updates and things went live at like 3:30 AM and 6 AM my time, so let's have a swipe across. If anyone's done... Oh, reversal opened my gift. No lucky friends there, I don't think. Nick's opened a gift from me. No one's so far on the best friends list. Looking like we're hitting lucky friends. Dang it, okay. Well, let's send a couple of gifts to those guys so they can reopen if I have got any gift. Nick went for the booty pose. Oh, beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. This is like bringing back some like Mumbai jokes as well from when we were traveling around. Holy dooly, that is beautiful. Okay, I need to pick up some gifts today, send to those guys. But let's see, let's just work our way from the top down. I've got 20 gifts that I can open today. Let's see if we hit, oh, nice postcard. Let's see if we hit lucky friends with anyone. And then I'll have one more chance besides these. Axel's already opened a gift for me today. Damn it, I was going to say, I've got one chance to become lucky friends with Axel when he comes over to trade. Oh well, let's just work our way down the list. I'm going to not skip the animation for this one just in case that affects it. I don't know, I haven't honestly looked into it. For real? Dang, I wonder what the odds are for lucky friends, if it's like 1 in 25 or if it's like 1 in 25 interactions, or if it's even harder to get. That's crazy. Well, at least there's a few of my besties can possibly, if I send them some gifts today, they can maybe open some gifts from me. So there we go. And there's a whole bunch of people. Brandon Tan, Auntie Gladys, and Zabelski. We should be hitting besties in Singapore, which would be awesome. Yeah, we're not hitting besties until we meet next time. A whole bunch that are really, really close that we can work towards as well to hopefully get more chances of those best friend interactions. So I better start sending some gifts. Ouch. No lucky friends. Let's see. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no, looks like someone's having not a very good time with their first lucky trades. I have to look into that 1 second. Have we got... Well, I mean, people have become lucky friends, okay. Just have to keep at it, I guess. On to the distance trades. I lied, it's actually the next day. Still no best friends on the list, but we're going to get into those distance... I have no friends. Still no lucky friends. I have no best friends. Get out. Still no lucky friends. I haven't interacted with anyone today yet, so hopefully we can go lucky friends on our first interaction. I'm going to do a bit of a Q&A as well, and also kind of explain to you guys, I think you guys have seen my my distance badge, and a few people were asking how How and why? Why? I just want it to be the biggest, baddest badge that I can get. And how? Generally, if I go traveling, I'll bring stuff back, just bulk tons of stuff to trade back. So at the moment, I've got a whole bunch of stuff from Mumbai. And then otherwise, people like Axel and April have like international friends on their friends list, open up 7km eggs from basically locations that are optimal for distance for us. So like UK, Scotland, Portugal, like, yeah.
17,000 per trade.
It's amazing. So I'll trade something local for that. I have distance eggs myself from those gifts as well. That's how we do it. So
100 Mumbai trades was 10k each. So there's what, 100,000
off. Magic. Okay, so how do you want to do our first interaction to see if we... Oh, sick, my screen stopped recording. That's great.
I don't think it worked.
Yeah, no pop-up.
Still showing normal, there's no...
Yeah, there's no sparkling. Ah, okay. Well, no lucky friends for us today, but we can still do a bunch of trades, so... So, first question, let's jump... Oh gosh. Yeah, so William's figured out how to get up there. Cindy's less than impressed. Goodness gracious.
You have to clean top that
he like, I was sitting there the other night having dinner and I'd like just finished eating and he just descended, like no, I couldn't hear him at all and he just landed like on me, slash on the couch. And my soul left my body.
For a split second, I was somewhere else.
God. Yeah, So the first question is from Pokemon Snaps Bobby, and he says, "Who's your favorite mythical Pokemon?" Jesus. And why? My favorite is Mew. It's just stupidly adorable. It's like this pink little blob. It looks a bit cat-like. The tail is adorable. And I've just kind of liked it from like since day dot, since the original movies and stuff. So yeah, like Jirachi's pretty cute, and there's a few other mythicals that are, oh, you're lucky. A few other mythicals that I think are pretty cute. Ooh, 15 attack, nice. But Mew is the winner overall. Next question is from Felina Felice. Do you ever feel like your actual gaming experience is lacking because you have to film everything? And how do people around you react on you filming while you play together? Sometimes yes. So sometimes I definitely miss certain moments because of filming. Other times it's fantastic to, you know, capture certain reactions on camera and to be able to be like, you know, hatching the Togepi, the shiny Togepi on camera was just like absolutely golden to have that reaction. Other times, yeah, it can get a bit annoying to go and try and find a spot to put your tripod, or like if the lighting's bad and things like that, and it becomes a bit frustrating for the overall gameplay experience. As for the friends tolerating me,
we get used to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does it ever get like annoying when I'm like, hey, can you shut up for 1 second? Sorry.
Turn the radio down.
Yeah, can you turn
copyright strike.
The copyrighted music off. But yeah, for the most part, like my squad that I like play with generally is cool about it. Like they don't
used
mind.
To it by now.
Yeah, it's, I suppose when you're raiding with new people and like you kind of don't know when to say like, we need to pause this conversation because I need to like film this thing. That's kind of when it's like, sorry. But mostly people don't mind and they're fine about it. Josh Sewell says, what is my least favorite Pokemon? That's hard. I mean, Aegislash. I'm just going to keep rolling with Aegislash. I don't like, I don't know, there's more that I don't like, but I need to probably go through them. Like just things like, what was it, Thwart and Swak? I don't even know. Remember their names because I don't care for them. There's just a whole bunch of Pokemon that I'm not really fans of the designs. So my, I suppose, opinion on Pokemon is usually based off design. I like things that are engaging to me and a whole bunch of those are not. So I know Aegislash is pretty much like a crowd favorite. It slays in PvP and like the main series games as well, but I don't like the Sword and Shield thing. I don't know. I don't like it.
Oh, is that one?
It's the one that looks like, it's like literally a sword with like a sash and stuff.
I don't know enough of the later generations.
Anyone who likes Aegislash and thinks that Klefki sucks, get out, because like straight away, like Klefki is the best thing ever. And for that reason, I will, you know, not care if you love Aegislash. But like if you love Aegislash and you think Klefki sucks, you are stupid. Full stop. No way around it. Klefki's amazing. Piyush says, what was the best Pokemon that I hatched or caught in India? I think probably I hatched like a 90, No, I hatched a really decent Shieldon, but I actually traded with Holly for a 98 Shieldon, which was amazing in India. That's absolutely trophy. That's the one that I evolved for my Kingdom Cup, for my Bastiodon. So that's probably one of my favorites. I don't think I hatched anything too crazy specifically. Definitely the trade, the shiny Eevee Floral Crown trade from Srijith was like top tier. So yeah, the trade from Holly and the trade from Srijith were amazing. And I loved catching all of the foggy cast forms. They were everywhere in Mumbai. It was crazy. Liam says, does the pressure of YouTube's system, 10-minute uploads, constant churning out of content ever disrupt your creative process? What helps you keep your head above water to create excellent content that you do? Oh, thank you, first of all, Liam. Appreciate the compliment. Second of all, I suppose the 10-minute thing isn't like a requirement. It's just more what people consume. So a lot of the time, people will say like, oh, make a 20-minute video, we'll watch. You don't. We get the stats for like, you know, minutes watched in a video. Generally the average attention span is around 6 minutes. So if I make a 20-minute video, it's not necessarily beneficial for the amount of time that goes into that. Unless I made something that was like just crazy quality and something that I could put the time into to make a 20-minute video that was fully like, you know, satisfying for me as well. Which, I mean, so I wouldn't say that I never would. I would love to. I want to do more kind of like longer format stuff, but I think it needs to be more like well thought out than just like, oh, we're going on a Pokemon vlog for 20 minutes necessarily. And in terms of the grind, yes, it does get a bit difficult, I guess, to keep pumping out stuff, hey, every single day. Oh, HP attack, nice. Yeah. 15, 13 CP. Rip. Comde evolution.
At least it's half dust power up.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like doing the daily pumping stuff out, I think the biggest thing with that is just knowing that, you know, if people don't see it on the first or second day, it kind of just like rolls into the ether because people are just consuming so much stuff every single day. And sometimes you'll put in heaps of effort for like, you know, the underwater video and it'll get maybe 10K views, but you're like, oh, where's the other 30K of you guys to go and watch that? Like you put so much effort into it and it's like next day, something new. And you're like, but look at that thing that I made. So, I mean, just got to keep working, got to keep pumping it out. And, you know, there's ways to kind of get people to engage with your stuff without it becoming, you know, a chore. I still love doing videos. I love playing this game, sharing this game and my experiences with everyone. So that kind of overrides the frustrations or like the YouTube algorithm kind of grind side of things. Ace Break Red has a whole bunch of questions here. So, did you ever suspect your channel to grow and gain a lot of subscribers while you were starting off? I mean, that was generally the goal. So yes, eventually. Definitely, obviously with the, you know, doing the collaboration with Nick, that helped substantially. But I mean, main goal was to grow and be successful on this platform. And I generally get what I want. So, yes. I'm not saying that in like a selfish or smarmy way. You gotta work hard for this stuff, kids. How difficult is it to plan out things to go do in-game in events in Pokemon Go that aren't where you are? So things I'm guessing you're saying like the safari zones in terms of like coordinating travel and things like that. The main challenge is expenses because it's expensive to leave Australia. You know, I'm not living in Germany. I can just go for a couple-hour drive into, you know, 17 different countries. It does cost quite a bit to exit Australia. So that's probably the main difficulty. It's not necessarily, you know, lining up time off work or lining up my social life or family and things like that. It is just the expense of it. So saving hardcore and doing things smarter. And lastly, they ask, have you also done art school before or done any type of art drawings? I am a fully qualified graphic designer. So 3 years of university. Cine, please don't scratch the window. 3 years of uni doing visual communication design. So kind of, I mean, like actual hand drawing I suck at, but like digital, like vector work is my jam. So if you've seen like any of my merch, my pins, my emotes, things like that, they're all things that I've designed myself. So yeah. Megaboy says, what are my predictions for GoFest and will I be going to all 3? And if you want to see my predictions, check out the video up here because I did a whole video on that. And yes, I intend to be at all 3. In what capacity, I don't know, but my aim is to get there. Nick says, what is my best legendary caught in Pokemon Go? And it's still got to be my first ever Mewtwo. It was on Christmas Day. It was on the last ball after like dropping and missing several throws and it just kept jumping out and it was stressful and amazing. So definitely my first ever Mewtwo. Favorite team leader or trainer here from Silver Wolf? Definitely Blanche. Like if we're talking specifically Pokemon Go, Blanche is stunning. I absolutely love them. I don't know, just the whole aesthetic of Blanche. I love the hair, I love the blue. I feel that like vibe of like, yeah, this thing is fantastic, and if we work together, we can do this thing. And like the brains, hey, lucky Caterpie. The brains side of Blanche, like very calculated. And I mean, look at Blanche right here. Wonderful. Look at this like jawline. Stunning. Alex says, how did the bow become such an icon? I've been wearing bows since forever. Probably because I went to a school, or in every school in Australia, you have to wear a school uniform. And certain schools will like allow certain leniencies in the rules. So like hair accessories were allowed at our school. So bows became the thing to kind of, you know, separate myself from the general populace. Some people had like cool socks and things like that. But yeah, I've been wearing these for forever. I like them and they've kind of just stuck around. And Seth asks, was the transition of being a full-time graphic designer to full-time PokeTuber difficult mentally and physically? I know editing must be a big factor with how long it sometimes takes, or maybe it was easier because of your background in graphic design. So, I guess kind of easier in the fact that I knew how the software works. I'm really familiar with like the Adobe suite and things like that. A bit harder because, oh my god, cinnamon please. Like video editing was never specifically my like field of study in graphic design, but it certainly made, you know, knowing how to make thumbnails or doing like the marketing side of things were a bit easier. And just knowing what the layout of like, you know, Premiere Pro was because of familiarity with other Adobe products. But I suppose the video editing side and like the storytelling side was stuff that I really had to learn. And still learning as well. So I'd say it was definitely beneficial to have that knowledge rather than having to, you know, Google everything or have a mentor like specifically for like, how do I even, like which program should I use? So yeah, we're gonna smash through a whole bunch of these trades and I'll check in with you guys at the end as well. So BRB. Okay, so let's check in and see how our distance is going after that little trade sesh. Got close to the 100 trades cap, but we didn't really hit it. Axel had to get going. So nice. 54.5 million. This is the one badge that I want to keep working on. I want it just to be like insanely huge. So keep at it. But I still don't have anyone on my friends list that's a lucky friend. I'm just going to go through and try and see if I can hit lucky with someone. Again, really the goal is to try and get a couple of them before Singapore to trade with them when I'm in Singapore. So let's kind of prioritize that. So I wanted to get a gift from this particular one from Reversal as well. I just kind of liked it. It felt like a nice gift. Be inspired. So I've got an egg slot. Let's open that one and I'll answer a few more questions for you guys. Come on, Eggy. Yes, sweet. But no lucky friend? Dang. Lilfo says, do I think I'll be playing Pokemon Go 1 year from now? Probably yes. I mean, I just love Pokemon in general. Pokemon's kind of like always been my jam. So I imagine so. Yeah, in what capacity, I don't know. But definitely, Pokemon's never getting out of my life. Meep says, how was the move? The move went pretty good. It's pretty smooth. There's so much to unpack still, like seriously. I've barely started setting up my office. I'm gonna do that today, maybe on a live stream, and you guys can help me decorate the office. Chris asks, how long should you give Pokemon Go friends to send gifts before dropping them? Had one since almost the beginning and no gifts sent to me and has not opened mine. Chris, don't feel any guilt for deleting people off your friends list. Sometimes it just has to happen. And if they're not reciprocating, like interacting with you at all, might be time to say bye. It's a bit awkward maybe if you know that person in real life, but if you know them face to face, ask them, let them know. But if they're a stranger online and they're not sending you gifts, just surf them. You can always re-add them if they want to contact you. And you've got like 120 days, I think it is, before friendship resets. So you can always re-add them in the future. B says, which part of the world would I like to visit next? Europe. Pretty much like anything and everything in Europe. It's way overdue and I want to see my beautiful European followers and lovelies and good eggs. It's been a long time coming, so I'll see you there in Dortmund, definitely. Caleb says, Caleb asks, what is the second Pokemon I ever caught after my Pokemon starter? And I think it was either a Doduo or a Zubat. My area was actually plagued with Doduos, like they were everywhere. Like there's no Pidgeys, it was just Doduos. So probably that or Zubat. I remember like struggling to even land a ball on a Zubat. So I recall that one being pretty early on. Neil asks, what will I use my lucky trades on? Shinies, legendaries, or dex purposes. So mostly for dex stuff, I try to catch my own stuff generally. But probably most likely, yeah, shinies and legendaries would be my fave. or just things that I really want as a lucky. There's just been a few Pokemon that I'm like, I want a crate, like I want 100% lucky Lickitung, just because I think it's kind of cool. No other reason than that. So yeah, probably just like some things will just be bits and pieces. Others will be, I still don't have a lucky legendary, so aim in for that. What was the game like when Pokemon Go first dropped in your country? What was the community like now compared to when the game first released? So Australia actually got it first for the games. That was pretty crazy just overall. And then in my community, I still mostly played solo because I was so busy when Pokemon Go actually came out. I couldn't go and kind of join these like nighttime, you know, grind sessions. So from what I know of like the friends that I now have, like the community was so active, like everyone out at night doing lure parties and, you know, sharing snacks and just driving around together and things like that. I met most of the community when raids came out. So we kind of just all, that's how I met April and Axel, like at the first WALLSEND raid. There was a triple raid popping up and we met there, and you know, the rest is history. Hello, William again. So I think the community is pretty cool here in Newcastle. There's like lots of little pockets of stuff for people who just want to do like their own small thing and do like car raids and things like that. Like might get together for little shiny grinds together, but then for things like community day, it kind of expands to bigger pockets and things like that. It's very fluid. Everyone's really chill, and I overall enjoy it. I think this is all of the people that I have at Best Friend that will be at Safari Zone in Sentosa. So I might save the rest of my gift opening for, let's see, like, I wonder if it pops up if you can see it. No. I might save the rest of my gift opening for people that I still need to level up with, because that's going to be a secondary priority of getting other people close to best. So sadly, no lucky friend for me yet, but we'll see how we go over the next few days. I really want to get some for Singapore. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions as well. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments down below, have you had any lucky friends yet? Have you done your lucky trade? I know there was a bit of a bug with the lucky trade, so keep an eye on the Niantic support Twitter, because there was a glitch where people's lucky trades weren't going lucky. So keep your eyes out. I know that they're working on fixing that. It's a pretty horrible bug to have, straight up. I mean, like dropping a feature and then some people not getting lucky trades for what's supposed to be a guaranteed lucky. So yeah. If you get lucky friends, you don't have to do it immediately. You can sit on it for as long as you want. So if you're concerned that the bug hasn't been fixed, sit on it for a couple of days or wait till we hear back from Niantic. But I know that they are working on it. But yeah, let me know, lucky friends 1 to 72, how many of you got so far? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever that is for you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.